that probably improperly or incorrectly tell is the origin of the term Lakashana. Now,
Yes.
before you tell the story, because I know you and David, this is something from either second or third grade, it is a term that I have used for 30 years or more to mean anything and everything. It's kind
That's
of like
beautiful.
shalom or any other word that you could use that has multiple meanings. If someone says roll tide to me, sometimes I may say Lakashana. And that's
Yes.
not correct down here, but so tell us, take us back. I know you and David were in second or third grade, but you got to
Yeah, it
tell
was
this story because I just think it's so
so
funny.
that the story is, as I remember it, it was definitely second grade. Miss Campbell was our teacher, and I remember Miss Campbell. It was notorious that she was the strict second grade teacher. So she was tall. I remember hearing her heels like click when she walked. She was just intimidating. But the Lakashana story happened in Miss Campbell's class, but I don't believe she was reading to us. We would have people come in and read books to us. Um, and so as they were reading, I believe the book was, we were learning about flowers. I know that. We were learning the parts of the flower, whether it's the petal, the stamen, the pistil, the leaf, the stomata. What is a stomata? So she would ask questions about what's this part, pointing to a different flower. We're all seated, crisscross applesauce on the rug, and she asks, "What is this part of the flower?" No one knows it. David is sitting right in front of me. I lean into David and I say, "That's the Lakashana." I don't know what I'm talking about. I made up a word. I thought it would be funny. David, we were best friends. He trusts me. He's gonna, being the good student that he was, he fired up his hand, and they said, "David," and he said, "Lakashana." And she looked at him like, "What?" And he confidently again said, Lakashana. And
Like
then it
they
was
cursed in
mass
Hebrew or
confusion.
something.
Yeah, it was just like, I think he looked back at me probably, and I am in these giant glasses. If you don't know what I looked like in second grade, it was just, I could see the future. My glasses were so thick. Um,
I gotta pull that. I gotta put that picture up if I can, but keep going.
yeah, but so, he looks back at me and I'm looking at him and we're just like, it just, as I remember, it was just left there. I don't know what happened after it, except, this term was created that stuck with me and with David. And we shared that story of like, how did this happen? It was,
Well,
I don't
he
know
must
what
have had
happened after it.
trust.
I will say that, but I will
That's
never
funny
forget
because you
Lakashana.
guys, whatever trust may have been broken that day, you must have found it later on in high school because I know you were one of his wide receivers for those years you guys played at Northview, and there has to be some trust between the quarterback and the
Oh, of course.
receiver at times.
Yeah.
Well, thankfully, you guys survived the Lakashana science class story, but that word has just meant so many fun things over the years. I think at one point I even made a song parody out of the term. If I could find it, I'd share it with you. But let's move